All right, let's talk about what we have coming. We've got our August wins that we're going to be celebrating. We've added a couple new categories here to this. We've got some updates to the compensation plan that are coming, and we're going to talk about tonight. New tools for you, market specific promotions, something that are explosive promotion called TNT Days that we'll talk about here in just a minute, and a new autosave market hot off the press. Pennsylvania is launching an autosave. And then last but not least is celebrating all of our energy advisors. If you have new energy advisors that have become regional energy advisors who are fast thinkers, make sure that they're on this call. Make sure that they're here to hear this and see this so we can all celebrate them every step of the way. This is that one chance we all get together and do that. So let's talk about our August wins. We're going to start with the first category, top customer enrolling states. Now, this has been flip-flopping and going back and forth last couple of months. New Jersey has taken the #1 spot. So let's see where we are this month. We've got #3 with Illinois. Illinois has absolutely raised the bar. And if the other two states had stayed where they were, Illinois might have overtaken one of those other two states, but they didn't. They kept raising the bar too. So let's see who #2 is. This month, #2 is New Jersey, the #2 enrolling state, and the #1 enrolling state for customers of all types, all customers, is Texas. So excited for this. These are our top customer gathering states and where the most excitement is happening, bringing new electricity, autosave, and community solar customers to the business. So congratulations, a little state pride there for you guys. We know that this is definitely a good thing, and it's always good to have a little fun, healthy competition. Let's talk about our top 3 rank advancing states. I just told you who #4 was, so you know that's not it. But #3 is Ohio. So congratulations to Ohio being our #3 rank advancing state, meaning that you're growing new leaders in the state of Ohio and that they're promoting at various titles throughout the compensation plan. #2 rank advancing state is New Jersey, and the #1 rank advancing state is Texas. So similar but different, right? You've got Illinois in #3 for customer gathering, and then Ohio for rank advancing. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working. And the moral of the story with rank advancing is that's the great multiplier. If you're rank advancing people, you're also going to be gathering a lot of customers along the way, but you've got to be bringing in those new enrollments to be getting those rank advancements happening. All right, let's talk about our top 10 EA enrollers. Oh, I don't know what just happened here to #3 and #2. So let's just make that slide happen. Here are top 10 energy advisor enrollers for the month of August. And you can see Illinois, Texas, Maryland, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., Texas, Illinois. So #3, Nancy R. from Texas. #2, Thomas O. from Illinois. And #1, Alan R. from Texas. So congratulations, you guys. Some of these are newer energy advisors that just joined this summer or this spring and are building their team and getting off to a great start. So congratulations, you guys. Some of these also are you're going to see in the rank advancement slides as well. All right, here's our top 10. Whoa, we got a wonky slide here. Sorry, guys. Top 10 customer enrollers for community solar. And this too is spread across a good assortment of states with Illinois, with Lynette in Illinois, New Jersey dominating, and New York dominating. So 3 main states that here are taking away the top spots when it comes to top 10 customer enrollers in the community solar market. So congratulations to all of you company-wide top 10 customer enrollers for community solar. Pretty cool. All right, but we've added another category, and that's going to be our top 10 electricity enrollers. So this is autosave/electricity, right? So if you have a traditional rate plan or autosave, both of those are counted in this category. Texas, not a surprise. New Jersey, not a surprise that those are the top 10, customer enrollers are in Texas and in New Jersey. If those are the top 2 states, then it would be a logical conclusion that the top 10 customer gatherers are in those states, right? So congratulations, you guys. A lot of new names on this list that we've not seen before, which is exciting to see. That means we've got new people that are stepping up their business and taking it to a whole new level. And that is what we are excited about every single month. It never gets old. We've got some new marketing tools in BAM for you guys. In your sharing tools section, you're going to see your Illinois Community Solar flyer that is for Nexamp. your New Jersey AutoSave flyer. And then you're going to see some new categories in here that have been added as well. So excited for you guys to be able to leverage everything that's in BAM. Kelly, you want to add anything on this one?
No, just that we are going, just make sure you are logging into BAM because we are adding new things every day and we're trying to make sure that you've got everything at your fingertips. So make sure you're checking into that BAM app all the time.
Yes, yes. We're going to have some new features that are launching in the month of September. They were going to be launching in August, and some of the things you're going to see here kind of took precedence. So now we're going to be making sure that those new features in BAM hit in the month of September for you. So be expecting new announcements and be on that training call as well later this month. All right. The road tour. The road tour in the month of August hit a lot of different cities and states. And I love sharing pictures of you guys and being able to highlight where you guys are doing great things, where you've got meetings happening. So we're ending the road tour as we knew it for the summer, but we're going into the fall months. And that doesn't mean the road tour is over. It just means that the founders were out. They were out and about in all these markets. Now it's about building organically. So you're going to see market meetings later in the agenda as we are going from kind of the founders sparking that energy to our local markets now taking the ball and running with it. That's what this is about as we go into the fall and our sprint to Empower 25. So congratulations to all of you who leverage these events that we've been having, and we're going to be having more. The key is to get a monthly rhythm happening in your business. So with that, let's talk compensation. Compensation 2.0. And this is something that we're excited to be bringing to you guys. All the details are going to be posted in your web office tonight, so no worries about the timing of that. You're going to see the details and have the compensation plan document in your hands. So if you have questions, you'll be able to answer those yourself and you'll be able to refer to that document here tonight, okay? So up until this point, AutoSave markets have launched with residuals only as the permanent part of the compensation plan. And then we had limited time launch bonuses and double customer points that were a part of that for all of our first 4 markets for Illinois, New Jersey, Ohio, and Washington, D.C., right? Then we also told you at the very beginning, we said we're launching with this structure. And once we have data in hand, we'll circle back with an even stronger plan to help you support your growth. Well, that's where we are today. It is that time today. So as of September 1st, we're making a compensation plan enhancement to allow for each AutoSave market to have a full CAB payout structure, the same way that we reward you for electricity customers. Now, in order to make this possible, we're shifting rewards in the compensation plan to better highlight and align to the behaviors that build long-term success. So the first change that we're making that then accommodates this shift is to remove Mentor Level 2 bonuses from all new enrollments, all products, and all markets as of September 1, 2025 forward. Okay, so that's the first step to this. So we're removing Mentor Level 2 from all new enrollments after September 1 for all products, all markets. Okay, now I'm going to talk through here in just a second example of that. So what does that actually mean? You see this slide in your business overviews that you're doing with the leaders, right? With the founders, they're doing these. Basically, what you're seeing here is the level 2 is what is now being reallocated in order to make sure that we have a compelling compensation plan that rewards everyone across our key products. So that is step 1. Now let's talk about this. So what do you get? All new customers that are enrolled after September 1st no longer have Mentor 2. But what that also means is that all customers who enrolled prior to September 1st, 2025, those will pay a Mentor 2 bonus. All right. So if you have let's say you have a community and solar enrollment from January of this year that paid the initial CAB, and that Mentor 2 piece is coming once it's allocated. The second half of that then pays and will continue to pay once the allocation happens. So the key date here is September 1, 2025 forward or before. Okay. So again, all customers, all product types, so electricity, community solar, rooftop solar across all geographies. All right. Now, that means with that, the second part of this is that we are also going to cap residual payout with when the customer is with the utility at 12 months of cumulative lifetime payouts. So the energy advisor will maintain all points until the customer cancels. Your points will be with you. It's just capping the residual at that half of band 1 while they're with the utility. So we have an illustration to kind of show you. So just follow my little cursor here as we go through it. So let's say that this is a band 2 customer that enrolled on August 1st, 2025, and they're with the utility this month. Okay, that means they're getting paid 50% of band 1, and that would count as their first month of 12. Okay, month 2, they're with the utility. That counts as month 2 of 12. Month 3 with the utility, month 3. Then that's their third cumulative month toward the total of 12. Now in November, they're not with the utility. They come to Think Energy in November and December. Now you're paid residuals at band 2, just like the compensation plan we originally rolled out to you guys. Here we're 50% of band 1. And this doesn't count toward the 12, right? Because they are actually being served by Think Energy. So if they're served by Think Energy and they're served by Think Energy for the next 10 years, then you're paid on this customer at band 2 for 10 years. It's in the case where they switch to the utility, that's the place where we're capping the total payouts at 12, residual at that 50% of band 1. All right, so everybody get that as we're going through this example. You can kind of eyeball it and see 4, 5, and 6, they switch back to the utility. Therefore, we're counting those toward the 12. They come back to Think Energy. Now you're paid at band 2. They're not counting toward the 12. Does that make sense to you guys? So now at 13 and 14, now there's no longer additional residuals that are paid after that 12th month. All right, so just wanted to give you guys to slow down and kind of give you a concrete example of what that looks like. The good news is you're maintaining the points all the way through the lifetime of the customer. And as long as they are served by Think Energy, they're paid at the band level that they would qualify for. All right, let's see here. Now let's talk about the great news and how that works. These updates, these 2 updates that we're making allows us to invest where it matters most for you and your teams. And in addition, this change is going to apply retroactively back to the market launch of each product, which is huge. All right. So let's talk about that. In September 2nd today, we're announcing it on the Power Hour. Comp plan details, actually, that should say September 2nd. We'll go live in the web office and an email to all of you. And then September 19th, your first commission checks are going to reflect the new AutoSave CAB payouts with Mentor Level 2 discontinued and residuals capped in AutoSave. Well, I mean, that has to have 12 months. We've not actually had AutoSave for 12 months. So you won't see the residual cap until sometime well into 2026, like July of 2026 for our very first customers who started in July. All right. So when I said retroactively, the residual piece of counting toward the 12, that will be back to July if that person stayed with the utility. And CAB payouts will be processed retroactively to each market launch. So, and then last but not least, as we've said, from September forward, all products, all markets will no longer pay Mentor Level 2. So it's kind of a mouthful. And I'm going to ask some of our founders to help us share here in just a minute. But right before we do, if you guys will unmute, we're going to have the compensation plan document that will be updated. It's updated as of September 1, posted in the web office tonight. The training video will be available tomorrow. Let's see, Wednesday. What day is today? Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday at the latest on Thursday morning. So you'll have your 9 ways to get paid compensation training video that Tony is recording. And then your 9 ways to get paid one pager is available and will also be posted in your web office. So with that, who is unmuting for me? I know it is kind of like a surprise here. Who's actually sharing with me tonight?
Charlie, it's Tony.
Hey, Tony.
And Jim.
And then Jim. Okay, let's go.
Hey, I figured I'd just chime in. First of all, great job on the 9 ways to get paid one pager. I took a look at that today and over the last couple of days. It's been amazing. You know, put together perfectly. It feeds directly into what you just talked about, which is putting the money in this compensation plan where it matters most, and that is a key attribute here. I know that there are a lot of leaders who've been building, and they've all been asking. A lot of leaders have been asking, can we please get cabs on autosave? Can we please do that? And here it is. We have it. And we thought it was going to take 6 months, 12 months. We didn't know what it was going to be. And here we are after just a couple months of having autosave, and it's been accelerated. So I couldn't be happier about this, actually making that change to the compensation plan to allow all of the people who have rank, senior energy advisor, starting at senior energy advisor and going all the way up. All of these people are now going to be getting these cabs, these coded cabs, these rank infinity cabs that are coming through the compensation plan. Some people don't even know what that means. It's just more money is going to be showing up in your check if you are out building. And that's what I'm so excited about. And I know a lot of other people are. I see all the thumbs up going through and stuff like that. So yeah, Jim, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, no, well said for sure. I'm just really excited about simplicity, right? We have a product that is really the most simple product in the world, right? It's simple, guaranteed savings, et cetera, right? And now we have a compensation plan where, I remember back 2 years ago with Community Solar, we paid all up front, right? We didn't have a residual component. And then we worked hard and we figured out a way to get upfront and a residual. So we had the best of both worlds, gas money, now money, go out and do some activity and you get some money. And then all of a sudden we introduced autosave. We all knew that this was going to come, and Michael had to do his, see the numbers and see how the customers were coming in. I was expecting it maybe at convention, but here we are, September 1st, early surprise. So now we go back to simplicity on our comp plan as well. It's super simple. We get paid now money and we get paid long-term residuals, right? So I think this is beautiful.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thanks to everybody who launched in Illinois, Ohio, DC, and who am I leaving out? New Jersey. New Jersey was the latest launch, but has truly taken the world by storm. So congratulations, New Jersey, and now Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, we're going to have some news for you. Yours is going to look a little bit different than everybody else, but it's also thanks to those first 4 markets for getting off to a great start. So just congratulations to everybody. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Jim, for sharing, and for all of the input that has been happening all along the way for everybody that's involved. We're excited to be at this place and excited to really bolt in the infrastructure that's going to be needed to take this business to the next level. And that truly is now giving you the 535 and everything that you need for a new energy advisor that's launching in every market to be able to have a compelling opportunity to not only make their money back, I mean, they do that kind of right away, but then start getting into the profit place very, very quickly in their business. All right, we're going to go to the next topic now. So we've got some updates for you for electricity and community solar. And we said with those first 4 markets, we also had licenses pending, and Delaware is still pending, but we now are adding to the mix Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is now going live, and we're excited for Pennsylvania. If you've got team in Pennsylvania, if you don't, you need to be building in Pennsylvania. Going to be a fabulous market for AutoSave, an exciting market for us to be able to serve our customers. Pennsylvania AutoSave is launching tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And it will be the first market to launch with the new AutoSave cab structure in place. So that will be your compensation, will be the new compensation, permanent compensation here for AutoSave. You'll also have double points for every AutoSave enrollment for the entire month of September, and 4 Cancun credits for every AutoSave enrollment for September 1st. So it goes retro. If you enrolled somebody yesterday, well, I guess you couldn't have, you can't until tomorrow, sorry. But September 3rd through the 19th is what it's going to have to be, which is why it's 4 Cancun credits, because now you've got a product to run with and you can absolutely get there. That 4 Cancun credits goes to the enroller. So excited for this. Here's your lineup of how the Cancun credits all are broken out for AutoSave, and how what that looks through these last, 16 days until we get to the 19th of September. So we'd love to see a couple of you guys in Pennsylvania go for it and earn this trip. All right, and we've also got some community solar updates. Let's talk about community solar. I know I'm kind of going quickly, but I want to give some commentary. Your founders are going to be chiming in here, and they may be referring back to some things, but we've got a lot coming your way. We, as part of the continuous improvement, I would say, want to create a new system for, well, it's not new as I understand it. There was a time where this was done, but it's new to me. So I'm going to say new because this is now going to be something we're committed to doing so that you have greater visibility into the capacity that's available to you. Now, this is going to be how it's going to work for now. We're going to actually upgrade this here this fall by the time we get to Empower 25, and we'll talk about that. But I just want you to know this is not the be all end all. We're going to continue to upgrade this to a whole different place by the time we get to the end of the year, all right? So if you look at this, this tells you what is the level of capacity that is available to each market, all right? So high availability is green, medium availability, meaning we've crossed that 50% of the available capacity point, but we're on the downside of 50, right? Low means that it's under 25% now. So this is the place where I would be changing my conversations with people to create a sense of urgency to say, I can't guarantee you those spots are going to be there. They are filling, and we've got less than 25% of our original allocation that's available to us. And then if it's red, it's either closing within days or it's already closed. So that's one. We'll leave it red for a little bit so that everybody sees that. So let's just kind of talk about that, is we want to make sure that we're telegraphing to you as we're getting to a place where we're nearing that point of closing a market, where a market's going to have to, it's filled the capacity that we have available for that particular market. All right. So that's the spirit of this, that we can do a better job of telegraphing that. So it's not a surprise. It's gone from, and it may go from green to yellow or green to orange if it happens really quickly and you've got a lot of enrollments happening, some HOAs that are all deciding to join and sign up. Some things like that do happen. And that's a great thing, right? But we want to make sure we're at least telegraphing this. So you'll see updates in the weekly as these things change. And then on this call at the top of the month, we'll update it. And then we'll also have updates on your community solar training call that's going to happen monthly. So you should be tired of seeing this. This is just the first time that we're talking to it so that you can make sure that we're aligned and we know what everything means here. All right, so let's take a look at our markets today. So everything is green with the exception of Maryland and the Pepco and BG&E markets. So those are under 50% now, and those are in that yellow category. So you can see everything else is green and it is smooth sailing. And then we'll go from there. We'll keep updating you and let you know as it goes to yellow, as it goes to orange, and continue down that path. Make sense? All right, so let's talk about Community Solar Maryland promotions. We have a promotion that is continuing, the BG&E LMI $150 bonuses. As you can see, this has got the medium availability. We're going to be putting that as a stamp everywhere. Give us feedback on it. Let us know what works, what doesn't work. How can we do this better? Feedback's the breakfast of champions. So we want to make sure that in everything we're doing it as to our best of our ability. And if it's not working for you, tell us that. We want to make this work so that we can do a better job of the partnership and making sure we're telegraphing the things you need. Pepco LMI is a $200 bonus, medium availability in Pepco, September 1st through the 31st. So there is Maryland, big discounts, big bonuses extended. Now let's talk about Maine, the great state of Maine. We've got some exciting promotion for Maine, and it's for every customer. In Maine, if you don't know, they get multiple bills up front. So that can kind of be a little bit of a sticker shock that happens. So for that customer, they're going to get up to $300 on customer bill credits that are applied to that first bill. Now, this is a high availability market, meaning there's plenty of capacity there. And the even better part of this is it's going to be retroactive to customers who enrolled starting August 15th. So it's not just for the entire month of September, it's from August 15th through September 30th, because that's when we know that, they're going to start seeing those higher electricity bills, and getting multiple ones on one bill is certainly a little bit of sticker shock. I know if it were me, I'd be like, oh, thank you for the $300 bill credit. So, all right. And let's see, let's keep going here. Community solar in Illinois. As y'all know, we just launched Nexamp. Nexamp Illinois is getting off to a great start, and Nexamp is continuing their up to $125 in bill credits. So that's a maximum of $25 per month for 5 months. So across the first 5 months that customer is live, this is an exciting promotion to be able to offer. So this is Nexamp promotion that is being passed along to us. So let's make sure that we're taking full advantage of it. We are going to have an asset available to you so you can share this with your customers as well. For some reason, I thought I may have just seen it, but I may not have seen it in BAM yet. But you guys will have an asset for this promotion here soon. So excited for Nexamp to just take off to a whole new level in the great state of Illinois, which is available in both ComEd and Ameren. This is the first time we've had a product available in Ameren. As you know, we don't have electricity available in Ameren yet. We've applied for licenses. Hopefully we'll have that soon, but Nexamp Community Solar is available all across the state of Illinois. So make sure you're talking to your contacts for Community Solar. And before we go to TNT and what that means, I'd love for one of our founders to share. So who's going to take this one?
Well, I'll kick in right now.
Okay.
I mean, I'll tell you what, Charla. First of all, great job, everybody, on what's happening with Pennsylvania, the state of Pennsylvania, and things that are going on there. It's just amazing, what you've put together. And I envisioned somebody. I mean, you said 16 days. I just looked at it and I was like, man, 4 Cancun credits per customer. If you get 50 customers, that's 200 Cancun credits. You're on the trip. Divide that by 16 days. You're talking about 3 customers a day. About 3 customers a day for a concerted 16 days in Pennsylvania, and you can earn that trip plus a ton of money because of all the and a ton of bonuses for everyone, the entire team, because of what they've invested to do this. So amazing what you've got here. And then first of all, and then second of all, I should say, this color-coded chart. I mean, we had a little bit of that, a little taste of it when we first launched the red, green, yellow, but this orange, throwing that in there and having it updated regularly, this will be extremely useful. I mean, myself, Jim, Brendan, Ed, we've been in the community solar space for, I think, almost 8 years at this point. And I can tell you that is the number one thing in community solar, is having the advisors know what's available, when, where, how long it's going to be available. That is gold in this industry, because the companies that don't have that, they don't have the ability to put something like that out there for the field to use, they fall by the wayside. And so this is going to like super nuclear accelerate all of our efforts in community solar. And then with all the promotions that are there, it's just fuel on the fire. So this is the perfect storm, I think, that's happening right now, especially if Think can pull this off and get this done on a regular basis. We are going to be running really strong in community solar with this new capacity chart. So really excited about it.
Yay. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Jim.
Yeah, no, I concur 100%. Having that chart, kind of knowing where you should plant your flag when it comes to community solar, because we know the community solar, like New Jersey, we've been living it where we have capacity and then we don't, right? And it's frustrating when that happens. Good news for a state like New Jersey is our governor just passed a bill where our community solar capacity is going to be double what we thought it was going to be, which was a lot to begin with. So that's coming. But the thing about autosave is great is you can autosave is unlimited. There's 4 million, or with small commercial, maybe 6 million meters in New Jersey, right? So while we're waiting for more community solar to come on board, let's get those customers on autosave and just give them a heads up, like, hey, when community solar comes around, because you're an autosave customer, I'm going to reach out to you first to let you know, because that's going to be a first come, first serve. So just having that chart is great. And all the promotions, Nexamp, that promotion for those customers is phenomenal, that they continue to extend that. So yes. Super excited.
Yes, we are too. All right, so let's keep this party going. I wanted to tell you guys, I have a slide hopefully at the end, but we missed the slide on ACE LMI. ACE LMI is still available, accessible, and that is going to be added as a slide. So apologize, guys, that wasn't included in this section, but we will make sure that is there, and that is also a part of your recap as well. So I know it was in the initial, I think it just got missed as a slide, so we'll make sure we have that there. All right, let's keep going. TNT. So this is my favorite part of the call. Like we've had some good stuff. We've had some great stuff. But we're going to have like explosive stuff now. Like you see a little bomb at the top, like, and a little explosion that's happening. Well, TNT, that's what dynamite is. TNT's dynamite. TNT also stands for today, not tomorrow. Bella said the other day on the Empowerment Council call, it stands for my 911. So if you're on Bella's team, 911 equals TNT. It's today, not tomorrow, right? So what does TNT mean? Well, first off, it is going to be a new branded concept that we're going to talk to you guys about a couple times a year, all right? When you see TNT, you're going to want to take action today, not tomorrow. And this is one of those drop everything you're doing and focus in on this because it is irresistible. And if you don't take advantage of it, it's going to pass you by. So that is what TNT is. It is something that's going to move very quickly past you if you don't pause to take advantage of it. So because we're just rolling it out here, and this is the first time you're hearing about it, we're going to have a little bit longer period for you. But in the future, a TNT day is going to be 1 day. 1 day. It will be 24 hours. But because we're rolling this out the first time and it's after the holiday for Labor Day, it's going to be 2 days. So this will be 2 days where everybody focuses in on enrollment of new energy advisors to expand your team. The price is going to be $1. So it's going to be $1 for 2 days, 48 hours, starting tomorrow tonight at midnight, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Tonight, it will drop to $1 whenever you enroll someone. And that will go through 11:59 Eastern time on Thursday. Gosh, I'm all off because of the holiday day. Through Thursday, September 4th. So 11:59 Eastern time, if you're in Central time, that's 11, right? That's 10:59 Central time. So make sure you got those times right. And this is going to be a $1 enrollment across 2 days. So you guys have the opportunity to everybody that's been thinking about it, everybody who kind of went, they heard the presentation, but they never said yes. This is the time where your old list is your new list, where your new list is your new list. But everybody that's on your list needs to hear about what TNT is all about. So 48 hours only. To help you spread the word, we're going to have some available assets for you, but let's look at it this way. We're going to actually hit this as kind of a 1-2 punch for you as well. So 2 days, the $1 enrollment, and then everybody who enrolls, those new energy advisors, I don't know, whatever the number is, you tell me, what's the number that you're going to add to your team, your personal team, your team. Like, I'd love to see the numbers in the chat. What are you committed to adding yourself? And then what do you see your team adding? What's your team EA count? What's it going to go to? Like, it doesn't matter where it is today. It's about what it's going to go to, right? How many new people are you going to be adding? Put it in the chat. So if you enroll somebody on the 3rd, on the 4th, they're going to get an email from us. And that email is going to offer them the exclusive opportunity only to new energy advisors to enroll for Empower 25, to register for Empower 25 for $59. So all in $60, they've got a business, a secondary income stream or a primary income stream, right? Adding additional income to their family, a tax write-off, and they've got Empower 25 registration already in the can for $60, all of that. So $128 in total savings. And this 2-day window is about you having an irresistible offer to share to people that they kind of can't say no to, right? It's just one of those things. And if people say, oh, well, I don't want to pay the $59 for Empower 25 registration, well, let it go. It is $129 right now. It started on the 1st at $129. They won't have this opportunity at $59 again. It is exclusively for them as a new energy advisor. And I would say it to them this way. You joined on this side of the event, and this event only happens one time a year. And this is the event that's the catalyst in your business, that will be the catalyst in your business to help you fast forward into the entrepreneur you need to be walking out of those doors. Everybody who's on this call, I know I'm preaching to the choir. If you've been to an event, you know the difference that it has made in your business, and you just have to give them your belief. The reason why, the number one reason across probably, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of people have attended events through the years. But the number one reason on every single survey across every company for 26 years, the number one reason people come is because my leader told me I needed to be there. Not because of the offer, not because of the company, not because of the content, the keynote, the leaders, nobody. I mean, nothing. It was literally because their personal leader told them to be there. So borrow my belief, take that conviction, and tell your new energy advisors they need to be there, because they do. And this is what is going to guarantee their success in the business. So TNT Days, how are we going to then help you? We've got some new marketing tools. They're in BAM tonight. That's going to give you just a fun, different branded approach, something to reach out with that explains the 1-2 punch offer here that we have for the $1 enrollment and the $59 registration. You've got these assets that are in BAM tonight for you to be able to text out to people, share with people wherever you want to, however you want to, but just want to support you with some new and fun tools. So you've also got your 6-minute business overview. You got Texas, you've got your business overview. You've got these joint assets now. And I'm going to let our founders talk about this, but you've got 535 activation trainings on Saturday and Sunday to help you get them in and get them active right away. And then what's the next step? Move them up. We want to get them in, get them active this week. And then we work on moving them up to Regional Energy Advisor and celebrating them on our October 1st call. Wouldn't that be cool if you got a whole team of people that enrolled and that we're celebrating them on the very first call that they're eligible to attend October 1st? I think we just need to make a decision that that's what we're all going to do. We're all going to make sure that that's the case, and the cream will rise to the top. If we set those expectations up here, you're going to have people that are achieving it. So I'm going to hush and let our founders now talk about TNT and what they're doing to help support you guys in this.
Things off it. Go ahead, unless you're ready to rock. Go ahead.
No, go for it, Tony.
Okay. I'll tell you, this is a big one, you guys. I mean, we talk on the fast start trainings about going through and sorting through people to find the people who are looking and work with the right people. Well, you know what? During this next 48 hours, that is off. Take that off. Okay. Take that off the table, because what you're going to do is the best thing you can do right now tonight is go and rework your list of people. Go through everybody you've already talked to, everybody who's become a customer, everybody who hasn't become a customer, everybody who's joined your team, and everybody who hasn't joined your team. That means everybody. Plus, go back and rework your list. Take some time. If you invest an hour tonight or tomorrow and rework your list and put that into action over the next 48 hours, you're going to have a massive explosion. This is all about reaching people as fast as you can. There is no strategy. It's only speed. That's all we're doing right now. TNT is speed. There is no strategy. You have to reach out to every single person. That thing is going to go off at 12:01 or 12 o'clock tonight. Bam, right out of the starting gate. It's a massive sprint for 48 hours with your tongue hanging out of your mouth, getting in touch with every last person you possibly can and telling your team to do the same thing. The faster they move, the more time they'll have to get this rolling. And think about the compound effect of that. If you reach out to somebody today, let them know what's coming. What are they going to have? They're going to have almost 48 hours to do the same thing, and they're not even in the business yet. So it's amazing what can happen with this. We've seen it before. And $1, are you kidding me? I mean, it's like $60 and you get your business and the convention. I don't know. This is just a big gift. And I love to hear that this is something that's not going to happen just once. This is amazing. So really excited.
Yay!
I love it. Well, I was thinking like this weekend, it was tough. Well, TNT, right now it stands for tomorrow and Thursday, right? Is what TNT is for in this particular case, right? So this is very unique. We'll never be able to say that again. But man, Charlie, this has been hard because I've known this. Tony, we've known this for a couple of days. And my advice to people was, listen, you're going to want to call your people on your team and first get them on this call tonight for starters, because every hour counts, right? This is, the time evaporates quickly. But I said the only advice I can give you is if anybody has like sick days, they may want to call in sick on Wednesday and Thursday, because if you're ever going to take Plan B serious, this is the time, because Plan B in the next 48 hours could easily replace your plan A for those that go after this. So
Good stuff. Tomorrow and Thursday. That is TNT. Our first one is tomorrow and Thursday. I love it. That's good. And I
Yeah,
couldn't
Charlotte.
agree more. I'm feel sick.
We're going to schedule in some extra events, Charlotte, on Saturday as well. Some quick trainings. These are going to be fast trainings. This is not going to be, let's go through all the details of what's going on and let's do a Q&A. Nope. This is going to be rapid fire trainings to get people activated, bringing in customers. Same thing on Sunday. Everything is all about activating. We're just moving into light speed with this. So you're going to see several trainings that people can plug into live, and we'll get them recorded and posted out to the team as well.
Love it. Love it. So be watching Think Success for the details on Saturday and Sunday to be able to get people plugged in. That's that activation. And it doesn't end there, right? It's all about taking people by the hand and showing them the way every step of the way. So thank you guys. Thank you for the excitement. Thank you for Mum's the Word for the little bit of time. And now it's on. It's game on right here, right now. So can't wait to see the explosion that happens. So with that, we need to ask you guys for some help too. So with huge downlines coming in, we also are going to expect a little bit more of our mentors. So we're requesting that you have all new energy advisors change their password on enrollment. Don't just let them take the one that the company provides. Have them go in and create their own unique password as a part of enrollment. Now, this will be something we will implement formally, so it will force that as a process. But before we get that formally implemented, just know this is a best practice to make sure that all their information is secure, right? So we sent you a message on Friday and, ultimately said, change your passwords, make sure that you've got a unique password to you. So at some point here in the next little bit, we'll be asking everybody to change their password if they haven't already. So this is a good time to get the word out. And it's a good way to bring in the new people and have them embrace the fact that we treat their security very seriously, right? So, there's the magic slide that appears now for New Jersey. So New Jersey Community Solar bonuses in ACE. You've got $150 ACE LMI September 1 through the 30th. So congratulations, New Jersey. Round of applause for New Jersey. Your Community Solar slide is now here. Thank you to the magic team behind the scenes that is making all the things happen. All right. And now I get to turn it over to our Senior Director of Training and Leadership Development, Kelly Bratton.
Oh my goodness, after the TNT, it doesn't get any better. I'm so pumped about this. Tony, Jim, you guys got me excited. I'm so thrilled to watch everybody build and grow. So with that though, let's talk about Empower 25. So as you know, our theme this year is Empower Your Future. And quite honestly, I think that just aligns with everything that we're doing. This TNT, how it is impacting your future, how you can build and how you can grow. And, on the next slide, you'll see this fun kind of new energy, new colors. And I love this futuristic vibe that we've got going with it. And I want you all to think about this. 73 days until Empower 25. So now is the time. What Tony said, this is about speed. This is about not letting any grass grow under your feet. We've got work to do, so push up our sleeves and let's go. So what I want to do here just for a minute is I want to talk to you all, as the CEO of your business, as independent contractors, as the energy advisors of this company, you are the CEO of your own business. And as the CEO of your business, there's a couple things that, you really do want to invest in. As the CEO, no one else is steering the ship but you, right? And so you've got to make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do to have the right strategies to set yourself up for success for this next year. Smart CEOs invest in their business. They invest in themselves. And this convention, when we talk about the fun things, and there are fun things, trust me, and I'm all about the fun things. I am the chief fun officer, when it comes to all things fun. But there will be fun and there will be community and all of that. But I really want you to think about the investment, the tools, the resources, the things that you are going to gain will impact your bottom line. This is your annual board meeting for your business growth, and you really just cannot afford to miss it. Continuous education equals a competitive edge. And that's what I want you to think about. If if you've been to many, conferences, you get this. If this is maybe your first one and you're thinking about, should I be going? I'm telling you that you can't afford not to be there. Whether you're brand new, whether you've never been before, I'm going to share with you exactly what Charla said. Someone said to me, you need to be at this. And I actually went back today and looked it up, you guys. And at that point, when I was in the business, I'd only made, are you guys ready? $23.64. I was brand spanking new, but someone, number one, believed in me and said I should be there, told me I should be there. So as a leader, you want to be tapping on the shoulder of all of your people and inviting them there. And they told me I needed to be there, and I went there. And in the next 12 months, my business exploded. And that is what is going to happen for each and every one of you. And I don't want you to miss this opportunity. So it is such an investment for you. The bottom line is attending convention isn't an expense. It's a growth strategy, and we want you all there. Okay, so let's move forward on our slides here because I have a couple things I just want to share with you really quickly. So we've shared with you guys, $129 is what it costs as of September 1st. That price goes up to $139 on October 1st. And on November 6th, the price will be going up to $159. So right now, you need to be getting registered right now. And think about these new EAs that we're bringing in with TNT. You guys, it doesn't get any better than that $59 for them to come in. So scan this QR code. This is going to take you to our Empower 25 landing page where you can register for the event. You can also book your hotel. Now I'm going to tell y'all, you need to book your hotels right now. And the reason why is you will not be charged for that hotel, but you need to get your room booked right now. So do not wait because you want to get in on those block rates. So go in right now and get registered for both. Register for your hotel and get registered for the event. Now, if you'll scan forward onto the next slide for me. I'm super pumped, and I have asked Sandy Venegas. I want to make sure that she's unmuted so that she can be.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Okay,
Hey,
there you go. Okay, all right, there she is. All right, you guys. I wanted to make sure that I'm going to say this in English, but I needed Sandy to make sure that she could say this in Spanish. And I am beyond excited about this. We realize that we need to be bringing more and more to our Spanish-speaking energy advisors and future energy advisors. So here's what I want to tell you is that English to Spanish translation will be available during our entire general session events. You guys, we will have actually more than one. We'll have 2 live interpreters. If you are Spanish speaking, you will get a headset that you can put on, and it will be live translation happening right there on the spot. So you won't miss a minute of what's happening at the convention. We'll also have the slides translated into Spanish with a monitor for you to be able to read it in Spanish as well. So we wanted you to know that even the language cannot hold you back. We want you there. So Sandy, will you share that with everybody for our Spanish speaking?
Yeah, absolutely. So nada más les quería decir noticias muy buenas para lo que es la convención de Empower 25, que este año ellos se han dado cuenta que realmente tienen que prestar un poquito más de atención a lo que es la comunidad habla hispana. Entonces, oficialmente en nuestra convención de Empower 2025 va a haber 2 traductores en vivo que te están traduciendo todo el evento en tiempo real. Van a estar traduciendo lo que son las filminas. Una vez llegues tú ahí a lo que es la convención, vas a poder obtener audífonos y asimismo poder ver las filminas en un lado en español y poder también estar escuchando lo que es al traductor también, traducirte todo el evento en vivo paso a paso.
So we're so excited. Thank you, Sandy, for sharing. And we're so excited about that. So more to keep coming. We're growing and building in that area as well. So if you'll move on to our next slide, Charla, for me, I just want to also tell you that you want to mark this on your calendar. September 9th, which is next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss this. Do you see this word? Event secrets and big promotions revealed. Do not miss this call next Tuesday. You thought TNT was good? We got more stuff coming, y'all. More stuff coming. Okay, so mark that on your calendar. So just really quickly, high level, you can see here our agenda on this next slide. Once again, I just really want to, impart that it is all about action. It is about action. So you do not want to wait 1 minute. On the next slide, Charla, if you'll move forward for us. Again, we've got the QR code for you here. You can see the agenda. We don't want you to miss a minute. You'll be getting some emails from us on things you need to know before you go. I mean, great things are going to be happening. I do want to point out one little thing for you guys. you're going to see a legal ID is required at registration. So you do have to come in with some sort of an ID, your badge, something, because there's just a reason that you need to have that there. That's all I'll say. Well, more to come on that. Okay. Lauren, are you there? Lauren, where are you? Lauren, I think, don't
Hi.
tell Paula, but don't you think we should do a fun drawing really quick? I mean, I know you love to give things away, right?
I think so. I think we should pick a couple of names, maybe give some rooms, some tickets away, wake
I
people
think
up.
we should. Whoop, whoop. All right. So, Lauren, I'm going to have you scroll through. She's scrolling through all the participants. We've had like 600 participants on here. And so, those that are on live that are sticking with us, the first name that Lauren pulls up, I think we give away a free registration. So, we're going to give away one free registration to somebody to attend conference.
All right.
Who's the
So are
winner?
you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one is Jolanda Joyce.
Woo woo! Jolanda. All right. So Jolanda just got a free registration. Well, now I think we should give away a hotel stay, Lauren. I think we should give away 2 nights at the Gaylord. Let's do this. Who's the winner? Okay. Yeah. Now y'all know you got to be registered to win, right? You've got to be registered and you've got to show up in order to win this prize. Okay. So let's see who the winner is going to be.
All right. Sorry, I'm like scrolling. There's a lot of you today.
Rolling.
I'm like- all right. This one is Trent Jackson.
Trent Jackson, you just got 2 nights free hotel, but you've got to be registered and you've got to be at Empower 25 to earn that prize, right? And I'm just going to say, wink, wink. There could be some more giveaways on Tuesday. Wink, wink. All right, that's all we have for Empower 25.
Woohoo!
All right, and now we've got our Director of Community Engagement.
Hi,
Lauren
everyone.
Valdez. She doesn't just give away free stuff. She's also
I guess you could still say I do give away free stuff in the
This is
next one.
true.
So
This is true. This is true. Anytime you see Kelly or Lauren on a call from now till Empower 25, they're probably giving something away. So I would say be on those calls because you've got to be there in those chairs. And like they said, you got to be registered or you got to have your hotel booked in order to qualify. So Lauren, take it away.
all right, go to the next slide. All right, so normally if you see me, I'm either giving away free stuff, talking about Cancun, Empower 25, or I'm talking to you about what I'm super passionate about, which is Think Local, which is grassroots programs that you guys fund, that you guys help us give monies back into your community, and you guys do it all on your own. So I get to tell you that in August, we had 4 campaigns that went fully funded. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Bella and Nick assisted cancer patients with literally everything under the sun. Dawn and Brenda, theirs went to Kerr County Flood Relief in Texas. Mary and Larry Wheel and Carlo Vitale, it's Hope Totes for cancer patients. And Kim and Jim Mason, along with Charles Wiley, are helping kids in underserved neighborhoods. So, in the month of August, we have raised $10,000 for these 4 campaigns. So, thank you so much for opening your hearts, opening up your community cash, and helping out communities in your area. Woohoo! Now, if we go to the next one, I get to tell you all we've done so far and what we are going to do in the future. And hopefully, we will raise even more in the month of September. So, we currently have 6 live campaigns. The community cash that's available, that is in all of your guys' wallets cumulatively, is $90,000, which is insane. When I was writing that number, I was so excited about all of the possibilities and all the communities that we can help and all of the movements that we can create just by you guys opening up your hearts. Since our launch, we have funded 11 campaigns and we've donated $27,500. And we have campaigns that help veterans, that help children, that help literally everything over the sun, help pack meals for individuals. So if you want to help anybody in your community, if you want to help anybody in any way, donate your community cash. If you're a director and above and you want to do a campaign, reach out to me. Go to one of the trainings. Reach out to me on social media, email, call EA support. I'll let you know how to get your campaign on to Think Local. So thank you guys so much.
Okay. Exciting things for sure. we are now going to talk about Texas and a little bit for Texas. I kind of stole the thunder at the beginning, but if you weren't on at the beginning, hopefully you'll hear that. We've still got 50,000 reasons to go all in. There's still $5,000, even if you are at a place where maybe you've got 200 customers. Why not go like the wind? Think about it this way. If you're adding to your team in a massive way over these next 2 days, that next 300 could happen like that because you're activating networks for new people that are not part of this business right now. So don't take yourself out and put you on the sidelines and say this isn't going to happen. If you believe you can, right? So this is an opportunity for you to be leaning in. I don't know how we have 73 days and 65 days, and I really don't know which is correct, but let's just say we're running out of days, right? Like we need to definitely make it happen. But your new EAs over the next couple of days are the great multiplier of these numbers. So make sure you're leaning into the TNT Days, Texas, and take advantage of that. And then we are so excited to have your featured speakers be our first senior directors in the state of Texas, Don and Brenda Boyd, to hear them on September 24th, all the things about Texas. They've been in this business since day one of Texas, and it's no accident that they're the first senior directors in the state. So we want everybody to be able to hear how they're doing it, what they're doing, how they're leading their customers. If you are not from Texas, you're going to want to participate in this call too, because this is going to be not only their story inspire you, you can share that story with other people. One of my business partners, I just heard one of my business partners in their most amazing story this week, right? Everybody on this call is one of your business partners. Like that's how you talk about people, right? And you're able to share the exciting things that are happening just down the street from you in Texas. So I don't care if you're in, it doesn't even matter, Florida, Georgia, you could be anywhere. But you know people in Texas who are sharing and who are making it happen in Texas, and it's one of the fastest growing states that we have in our company. So why wouldn't you be leaning in and talking to the people that you know in Texas and bringing them into your business? So you've got a Texas line of business happening for everybody on this call. Wouldn't that be amazing if everybody here had a line in every single state? You just start checking off the states that you've got business and leaders who are growing in every single one of them. So with Don and Brenda, that's what you're going to hear. They've got people in the Northeast, in the Midwest. They've got people all over the place, not just in Texas. Texas is just what they call home. So with that, be on that call September 24th. All right. And with that, speaking of recognition, I'm going to turn it over to our recognition manager and partner relations, Shannon MacArthur. Shannon, take it away.
Thank you, Charla. You guys, there's just way too much excitement happening here. And I'm really hope that maybe Kelly and Lauren will let me give something away at some point. Not right now. I'm just asking. I don't want to be left out. So anyway, next slide. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that there. All right, so Cancun. So we're going to kick this off by talking about Cancun. So everybody knows when it is. I hope by now y'all know when it is. October the 20th to the 23rd. And there are, 17 more days to qualify? Don't ask me to do math. That's not my job. But 17 more days to qualify for the trip. And I know that there's a lot of opportunity out there to make it happen. So let's get it, guys. So let's recognize this past month's August earners, people who earned the Cancun trip. We have Leah M. from New Jersey, Linda P. from Illinois, and David F. from Texas. We've also got Michelle C. from New Jersey, Don and Brenda Boyd from Texas, Daryl L. from New Jersey, and James F. from Ohio. Congratulations, you guys. So they join the ranks of all of these fantastic people who already earned the Cancun trip. We've got so many people coming. I can't wait. It is just going to be so exciting. And these trips are absolute game changers. You get to spend so much quality time with some amazing people, and it's just going to be unbelievable. So just a reminder, we've got some fabulous activities planned during the trip. We've got our spa, golf, and new on this trip is an ATV excursion. So if you've already achieved the trip, please, please, please submit your choice by September the 15th. Spots are extremely limited and are on a first come, first served basis. So you want to make sure that you get your form filled out and your choices in so that we can get those assigned. All right, now we're going to talk about our rank advancers for the month of August. Don't forget we have fast thinkers. So these are people who have earned regional energy advisor, senior energy advisor, and director, and they get double the rank advancement bonus when they rank advance in 30, 90, and 120 days. So, regional energy advisor. There are so many regional energy advisors from this past month. 54 people rank advanced to a regional energy advisor. Last month, it was 40. So, way to go, guys. Everybody take a screenshot. We don't have time to go through everybody's names, so take a screenshot. And next slide. And here's the last group of our people who earned it. So take a quick screenshot and we're moving on to our fast thinkers. So congratulations, fast thinkers. You guys get an extra $100 bonus. So it's a total of $200 just for rank advancing in 30 days. We've got Andrew B. from CT, Ashley M. from Texas, Baron J. from Ohio, Coast to Coast from Texas, Daryl L. from New Jersey, Aaron S. New Jersey, Guy P. in Texas, Hannah B. in New Jersey, James F. in Ohio, Joe A. from New Jersey, Libby F. from New Jersey, and Johanna B. from Texas. Way to go! I love all the little everything everybody's doing there. All right, next up, Senior Energy Advisor. We've got 12 people who rank advanced to Senior Energy Advisor in August, which is absolutely so exciting because next up is Director for them. So we have Alma L. in Texas, David F. in Texas, Faggy B. in New Jersey, Joel G. in Texas, Jose C. in Texas, Joseph F. from New Jersey, Joseph W. from New Jersey, Macedino D. and Patty R. from Texas, Mary Jane B. from New Hampshire, Ruth T. O. from Texas, Trimmel E. from Illinois, and Value T. P. from New Jersey. Way to go, Senior Energy Advisors. And we have one fast thinker. So congratulations, David F. You are getting an extra $250, so a total of $500 for reaching Senior Energy Advisor in less than 90 days. Amazing. Next up, Director. We had 2 new directors in the month of August. Congratulations, Lynette R. from Illinois and Wayne D. from New Jersey. Way to go, you guys. We're so proud of you. Regional Director. I know. Maria H. from Texas and Michelle C. from New Jersey. Congratulations, you guys. You're absolutely killing it. And finally, Senior Directors. We know who these are. Don and Brenda Boyd from Texas, our very first Texas Senior Directors. Congratulations, Don and Brenda. And then, last but certainly not least, our newest regional partner. If you didn't know this guy hit regional partner, I don't know where you've been, but let's hear it for the one, the only, Mr. Kirk Horan. Woo, from Florida. Congratulations, Kirk. And we've got Mr. Kirk Horan on standby waiting to speak with us. If you want to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
There you go.
Hey!
How you doing?
So we've got Kirk Horan here, and he is currently in Northern Ontario. And it's so fitting that I am also from Ontario, and I am talking to Kirk, who's in Ontario. So
Yeah, way up there. Yeah,
way up there.
It's getting chilly up here.
Yeah. It gets are the bugs like as big as, I don't know, squirrels?
Yeah, they're pretty ferocious. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. It's brutal. Up there.
Beautiful, beautiful country though.
That's awesome. So Kirk, thank you very much for taking time out of your fishing trip to speak with us tonight. I know a lot of people have heard your story, and incidentally, I mean, we don't have a ton of time to spend with Kirk, but you should listen to his replay of the weekly training, which is in the BAM app. It's also available on Think Success, but you can listen to it in BAM, and he has so many wonderful things to say. But Kirk, just give us a few nuggets. Like, tell us where you started and how you got into Think Plus.
Yeah, well, as many have heard, and if you're new on here, I've been in the energy space now. This is 16 years this year, in the network marketing realm, and it's been life changing for my wife and I, and we've been able to do things for our kids that we would have never dreamed of if it weren't for this industry, and we left New York, bought a motorhome, headed for Florida really with no plan of attack, just to check it out. And we were going to travel the country and fell in love with Southwest Florida. Big John was already down there. I didn't move to Florida because of him, but, we reconnected, and he's the one obviously who started calling me multiple times about taking a look at Think. And the truth be told is I told him no about 11 times. I was not willing to even entertain it, but it was because of anger and frustration towards my previous company not honoring agreements. So I was taking it out on the entire industry. And thankfully, John was persistent. And, I got on a Zoom, I think, with Jim Kenny at the time. And, we went through I think about those slides and everything we had when we started and laugh about it. But, Jim did a great job. And I had a lot of questions, and then John invited me up to Connecticut to meet Michael and the corporate team, meet the leaders that were in the room, and I realized after that meeting that this was going to be big, and I said I'm all in to John, and we both pulled out the whiteboard, started laying out our teams, and you win some, you lose some. I had a lot of people, a lot of great people that trusted in me and believed in me and joined me in this journey, and they're all still here. Like, I'm very proud of Don and Brenda promoting first senior directors in Texas. Don, early on, I called him, and he was somewhat of a no. So you think about these stories and just being persistent with people, and it's been life changing. And I'm very grateful for the company. Very grateful to all the people on my team that believed in me. It's exciting to see these rising new leaders. I don't want to single anybody out tonight because I don't want to leave anybody out. So I won't do that. But I have, obviously we all think the same, but I believe my team's the best team in the company, and I'm proud of them. And they're always rocking it. Incredible leaders. What we started in just 2.5 years, I could probably never talk to another person. And my wife and I, our lives are changed forever because we had the vision, and we've been chopping the trees, whacking the grass with the machete as this company's been growing. And listen, it hasn't been perfect. It'll never be perfect, but it's been a great run. We're very grateful for all the support, the corporate team. I think Charla and Kelly are amazing new additions to the corporate team. Lynn's always been great. Obviously, you, Shannon, Lauren. What an incredible corporate team we have. And I've never worked with a company where they're so open to the input from the field. Obviously, you can't do everything we want, but you always listen, and that goes a long ways for a lot of people.
Yeah, and we love working with you and getting to work with all the energy advisors. And I just want everybody to take note that we're talking about two, power players here tonight, Kirk and Don and Brenda, who all said no very adamantly at the beginning. And look at them, look at where they are. So thank you to John for being super persistent, and Kirk, thank you to you for being persistent with Don and Brenda.
Yeah, no doubt. And among others,
yeah, of course.
There was a lot of people recognized tonight. I mean, it used to be, we're excited if you had 10 people promoting the regional energy advisor. Now you're getting pages of it, which
Too
is
many.
good.
So
That means
many.
people are ranking up. It's a
Exactly.
beautiful thing. Yeah.
So Kirk, if there's a bit of advice that you could give to new energy advisors who are just starting, we have so many brand spanking new baby energy advisors out there. What's some advice that you'd like to give?
Yeah. So this is a great question, of course. When you look at everything's laid out, all the tools, Tony does a great job on those Saturday trainings, getting your new people plugged into the trainings and the conference calls, and just getting involved. Run it like a business. Don't treat it like a hobby, and it will pay you that way. And so for the new people on here, look for somebody that really connect with and replicate what they do. I mean, there's so many great leaders in this company that are just going through the motions because it's secondhand. Getting on. Why are all the leaders getting on the Zooms and the trainings? There's something you ask yourself. Why are all the leaders in the company working harder than they've ever worked before? Because we know when you're in that window of time, I believe today is the launch of Think Energy. I know we've heard it many times, but with all that was announced tonight, if you're brand new, God bless you. You're in the right place at the right time. This is the official launch of Think Energy, and you'll see what I mean as the company probably will have one of the biggest months they've had to date.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kirk. You are just so wonderful to listen to. And once again, everybody check out Kirk's training on BAM, the weekly training that we did, full of wonderful, wonderful knowledge. So thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us tonight, Kirk. And make sure that you catch one that's this big, okay?
Yeah, yeah. We've been out. I'll give you a real quick show of my guests here.
Hey guys, look who that.
I got my obviously I have my boys with me, and Ed Kenny come up with me, and these are the things that you get to do as you start building your business and building relationships with people. It's these types of things that are just I don't even know how. I mean, we've had so many things through the years where we've taken people on different events or whatever. And it means a lot when you can do stuff like that with the people that you care about.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, enjoy the rest of your time, Kirk, and thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Charla, back to you.
All right. Well, you guys heard it right there. You treat your business like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. Treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. That is advice you can take to the bank, and from the great Kirk Horan. Love it, love it. All right. And I don't think the next 2 days could possibly be more of the invitation for you to treat it like a business over these next 2 days. These TNT days are the biggest invitation on a silver platter for you to step in and treat it like the business you know it can be. To treat it like it is going to be your plan A, like it is going to be the thing that achieves your why, the why that's the big why that you're even scared to tell anybody, because that's where it starts. It starts with a decision. It starts with you making a decision tonight and making a list tonight and pulling out your old lists tonight. And then tomorrow morning, as soon as your feet hit the floor, hitting the ground and running and not looking up until midnight on the 4th when your head hits the pillow, and then being so stinking proud of yourself for all the reach outs you did, for every conversation you had, for every validation call where you connected somebody on a 3-way call, for everything you did, because you took the massive action that's going to put you in the place to be right where everybody we're celebrating is very, very soon. So all the records that have been set are meant to be broken. And leveraging a TNT day is how you break them and how you create new waves of records. So with that, here's your September calendar. The next 2 days, you already know what to do, right? You already know what is focused over these next couple days. But tomorrow, I want to focus in on here tomorrow at noon. You've got founder Tony Procopio, founder and senior partner Tony Procopio, your September game plan. He gave you a piece of it tonight, but show up tomorrow on the call at noon, and this is Eastern time, to learn more. If you are newer, then you want to make sure that you're on this. It's during the lunch hour on purpose so that you could talk to your boss if you work a full-time job and say, hey, I need my lunch hour. You can take it wherever you need to take it and then be ready to maximize your drive home from work. It doesn't matter if you're working a full-time job, you still can make this happen, I promise you. So pay attention to these dates. The 10th, autosave your personal customer report. If you're in an autosave market, you need to be on this training call or watch that replay so you know how to read your personal customer report and can know the new statuses that are now showing up there. 17th is our BAM training, and we will have new features that are going to be important to you that you're going to want to be on. So don't miss that one. And then the 24th is Don and Brenda Boyd Texas training. Now, you've got your business overviews every Thursday, your call to action every Tuesday at 1 p.m., certification every Wednesday, 7 p.m., 535 trainings every Saturday, 10 a.m., plus the more that you're going to see this week and on Sunday. An Empower 25 call that Kelly told you about, September 9th, 7 p.m. Women of Think call, September 8th, so next Monday night, 7 p.m. with the guest speaker as well. And then your monthly director partner call is the 16th at 12 p.m. So excited for you guys. This is a full calendar for the month of September, and it's so excited to just already see what's going to happen for the month of October. We're going to need 3 or 4, maybe 5 slides for those regional energy advisors. That's going to be my prediction. I'm going to say it's a high 5 challenge. Y'all give us 5 slides full of regional energy advisors for October. That is, I think that's a good answer for everybody here. But we'll take 50 if you want to get 50. All right. And in-person events. So your road tour now is your market meetings. And these are the market meetings that are already on the calendar that we know are coming here in these next 2 weeks. Somerville, New Jersey on the 4th with Jim and Lisa Kenny. You've got Dallas and Fort Worth. We're holding our first Spanish meetings that are Spanish area-wide meetings in Fort Worth and in Houston. So the 15th in Dallas, 16th in Fort Worth. So Dallas is in English, Fort Worth is in Spanish, Houston, English, and then the next night is in Spanish. So look on Think Success for all the details of that. This is hot off the press, literally a call that happened about an hour ago, locking all this in. So be watching Think Success for all the details and the addresses here in the coming days. All right, your action plan. Build your team on TNT days. Help each energy advisor that's currently in the business. So the 600 that were on this call, if you all just got 2 new people, imagine what that could do for your business. Just focus in on getting 2 over these, 1 a day over the next couple of days. Think of how that would explode your business. And if you're new and you still have a list that you haven't connected with and you haven't really reached out to, well, those 2 could be 20. Like it could be a significant number. And that's right there what this is about, is you being able to truly build your business, go wide until you like your paycheck, build those people until you find those people are going to be the ones that run with you, that are going to be your business partners, right? If you're a leader, a leader knows the way, shows the way, goes the way, knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Goodness gracious, had to get it all flipped around. The key is that you're running and you've got people on either side. When you look to your right and you look to your left, there are people there running alongside you. That's what TNT days are all about. But there may be some of you that you get out there and you're running and you look to your right and you look to your left and nobody's there with you. That's okay. That's what TNT days are for, to get you people in place that when you look next time to your right and left, you've got runners that are right there running with you, that are setting the pace with you and truly reaching and starting to change their lives. So that right there is what TNT days are about. If you are in an autosave market or know people in autosave markets and in these new exciting community solar markets, then activate your team in these markets. Don't assume they're reading email. They need to hear your voice and hear the excitement of the new compensation for autosave. If they weren't on this call, then they really need to hear from you and they need to hear your excitement. And then last but not least, make your plan to rank advance. Between now and Empower 25, every single person on this call could have a rank advancement in the year of 2025. You've got to set your mind to it, and TNT days are the catalyst that makes it happen. So with that, make the final decision, not a maybe decision, not a I hope so decision. Draw a line in the sand, sign and date it that you're making the final decision that your team expands and explodes starting tomorrow. That's it. It is go time. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. So excited for you guys. Cannot wait to see what happens over these next couple of days, and just know we're here cheering you on every step of the way. And I wore my Unstoppable shirt because That is the spirit of these next 2 days, that everybody here is absolutely unstoppable, that you've made the decision to go change your life, starting right here, right now. Love you guys. Y'all have a great evening. Make it a great September. Bye, everybody.
Recording stopped.